This week on Driftland Drift Garage, Kyle says he's cold.
Yes, I am cold again.
Stu acts like a football manager.
You gonna go and stand in the dugout?
Aye, why not?
Offside there!
And Amjad says, as you can see, loads of times.
As you can see it.
More snow. It's freezing. Yes, I am cold again. So another week, more drift cars. Just walking out the shop, see what the guys have got planned this week. Hiya.
Hi.
Is it done?
Yeah, just got this and patch to doing it and then that's it done.
Cool.
Most of all the main stuff's done.
What else are you doing this week?
I've got Craig Ferguson's compact in for a spanner check.
Is that the blue one outside on the box? Just had a look at that, it's cool.
It's quite cool. Diagnostics on it, it's down on power a bit. Got that, and then just a couple of other re-inspections. We've got another big job, Ben's R33 in for a big list of stuff to do. So yeah, that'll keep me busy. Cool. What are you doing this week?
I don't know. I've got to finish this, which will get done today. Get drivetrain assembled, a couple of checks, and then it's good to go to the Alps. And then after that, I think I'm also going to work on Jason's E21. So yeah, we'll see what happens. What are you up to?
Just getting
apart from managing various Premier League football stadiums. You're going to go and stand in the dugout?
Why not?
Offside there!
Let's go!
What are you actually up to? Oh, I know what you were doing yesterday. We should definitely... So, you might spot that this has got a white bonnet and a white grille, and that's because Stu crashed it.
No, James Canna driver decided to bump start and I was directly behind him.
James Canna, aye.
James Crash Canna.
James Canna, not very good at bump start, so yeah, Stu's fixed the damage in this, and I stuck a sliding seat rail in it yesterday because we are going to offer this car as a hire car. So if you want to come to Driftland and do skids and you don't have a car or your car breaks, you can hire this. 328 hubs, coilovers, hydro, bucket seat, harnesses. Goes pretty good.
Nice, very nice.
Just waiting on some parts arriving for this lovely S15. Did I say it was nice? It's really nice. I'm a big fan. Anyway, so yeah, I'm waiting on parts for this, which I'll explain later. Bit of a story behind it. So in the meantime, something that one of the sort of longer term, well, really long term in general, but certainly long term for me, is this 3 Series, which has been in the vlog before. So it's getting pretty close to being able to leave us, but Jason has added a couple of things. So you can actually see I've already fitted one of the new rear arches here. The arches that were on the car were a pretty bad fit. They were a nightmare to get on. They never really fitted very well. So he's actually ordered some new ones. I'm not sure where these came from, but they're much better quality and they fit really good. I'll show you the fit on the rear actually. So yeah, as you can see, there's a really nice fit to the car. You know, and considering this is an old 3 Series, I think that's pretty good. Don't worry about the fact that the wheel looks squint, the car's not obviously been aligned, so it's running loads of toe and loads of camber which you wouldn't normally run, so that wheel will sit square in the arch when it's fitted, when it's aligned, sorry. So yeah, I'm just going to crack on with this. So we've got this front lip here, which is going to look pretty sweet when it's on, and I'll get the front arches. I've literally just started putting the front arch on, and also got fiberglass doors, which I offered this one up yesterday. Got it bolted in. I had to do a bit of modifications. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing for the keeper, so that's going to be interesting. I am not particularly looking forward to that job, but I'll get it done. So yeah, get this thing looking more like a race car, get the glass in it, a couple little bits here and there, and then get it ready to go to Dubai. I've got Emmy's exhaust done, longer wheel studs on the front and some new wheel nuts to go with the Evo wheels that he's fitted. Some other stuff that he's wanting done, just sort of maintenance, a couple upgrades, including this clutch kit. So he's got a HKS clutch kit here. This is actually a used clutch kit, which, you know, normally probably wouldn't go for, but it's had very little use, and you can probably see it's in really good condition. So we're going to fit this clutch kit here. One of the cool things about this car, aside from it being a really nice S15, is that Emmy's, you know, he's really into this car, and he's really into maintenance and upkeep on it. He was telling us that we're actually the first garage that's worked on it. He's done everything else himself, so it's quite good. You know, it shows that he trusts us to take care of the car. But because he's so into the car, he's also really up on what parts you need. So all this stuff here was dropped off with the car. Apart from the flywheel bolts, we had to get the flywheel bolts. He had to get them from HKS, so overnight parts from Japan. Well, not overnight, I wish. But they're here now, so we can crack on with getting all this fitted. So yeah, clutch kit, genuine Nissan release bearing. We've also got a new spigot bearing to go in, and the clutch pivot pin for the gearbox, and crankshaft oil seal, rear crankshaft oil seal. Really good that he's got that as well, because it's one of those jobs where it's probably not leaking, but if it does leak further down the line, it's a case taking all this stuff off. So, you know, it's quite clever of him to get that as well. What else we got? Starter motor, reconditioned starter. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing wrong with starter in the car, but I think, you know, since we've got the gearbox out, it's just wanting this stuck in, so we'll get that in as well. And we've got gear oil here. Now this gear oil was actually from Toyota, main dealer, but Emmy was doing some research, and apparently the IS200 manual gearbox and the 6-speed that's in the S15s is pretty much the same block. So he's went with this Toyota gear oil, which comes in these rather fetching bottles, and we'll do a wee diff oil service as well, just while we're doing the transmission. So I'm going to crack on just now, get the gearbox out, have a little check over, get all these parts off, and then get all the new ones on, build it back up. So when I was assembling Emmy's clutch and flywheel, we ran into a bit of a problem. So basically what happened is this, as you can see, that is a sheared bolt. The last flywheel bolt sheared in the crank, so luckily I was able to use a nut which I welded onto the stud that was in the crank. Managed to get that off. So we've been waiting for a delivery, managed to get some replacement bolts from Conceptia. So got these ARP fasteners, which are good because they're reusable as well, these ones. So I'm going to go and stick them in, stick the flywheel in just now, get it all back together. And the reason that the bolt sheared was because the torque wrench was out of calibration. So note to self, always check your torque wrench is calibrated. So yeah, I'm going to crack on, get it all back together, then you can pick it up.
So this is Sean's car for the inner arch rust repair. We've got the panels made up for the bulkhead on Sean Welland's car. As you can see, that's a chap right there. That's one of them. Primed at the back, ready to get spot welded in and welded. There's another section there. So we return lip Again, primed, pre-drilled holes for the spot welding. I'll show you exactly where this will go. So that'll tuck in there, nice and neat. And that all sitting there, nice and perfect, jacked in and then welded. And then once that's there, this piece will overlap, and then it will get welded into there like that. So that's my next step, is welding back in, or welding in at least. This is the inner wheel arch that I had to repair. Looks like OEM now, which I'm happy with. Come in here, nice new shiny drop links. That's Dyson pads removed, waiting on the new ones coming. You can see here, we've got quite a bit of a lip on the discs. There's not much left on the pads there. As you can see, they're quite crusty. And then put the car up and I'll let you see what I've done underneath. I also had to repair the exhaust hanger on this. It was quite bodged up. As you can see, I've put a bit of tube in there to extend it. Before it had a nut in between there, spaced out, and that was on the wrong position, so heated that up and got that into the right position. Poly bushes on the tension rod, both sides. It's all white lined, so that we know that nothing's coming undone, rattling itself loose when we do our inspections. I also removed the diff on this and replaced the gasket on the backing plate as that was leaking. Fitted it back with fresh fluids, again all white lined. It's even still got the OEM diff cooler, which probably doesn't really work, but it's still there, looks clean anyway. I'll show you the inner pockets and that. They're usually quite rusty in here. This is actually really nice and clean. There's not many like this now. They're all rusty, falling apart. You can see it's still got solid rear pockets. Sills are still there. So yeah, it's a nice clean example. This is a driver's side sill. It is nice and straight, no crushed lips, because they're usually like getting jacked up there and they're all crushed, but this is all nice and straight. So yeah,